Welcome to Mortal Podcast Rebirth, your source for comic news, interviews, and opinions.
With great power comes great responsibility.
You hear them? We're back. Mortal Podcast.
Rebirthed.
Totally rebirthed. We stopped at episode 150. We made it 150 episodes, and we were grateful enough to hit 15,000 listens in 150 episodes.
We didn't stop.
We never stopped.
It's unpaused. It's always there to go back. But
so 150, that was the end of the pause.
So everyone wants to listen. This comic book show. We did a whole show, 150 episodes. It's wild. It's fun. Explicit.
Very.
Go back and listen if you want some good times. But if you're looking for some comic book news, this is where you need to be right now.
And that's why we call it the Rebirth. I am at Tony_ballgame on Twitter. If you've listened before, you know us, but we're going to give you the rundown. This is a new show. This is Mortal Podcast Rebirth, your source for comic news, interviews, and opinions, and we're going to have them. And the co-host, who I've had for years, is joining me.
The host at Hatfiddle5. You know it.
You don't love it.
Everyone loves it. There's no doubt about that. And, yeah, I'm bringing the heat, bro.
Allegedly.
And then.
Everyone
knows me. Everyone knows you. And everyone kind of knows this guy,
if
too.
If you listen, you know him. If you listen.
We looked for top quality guy, all right? We looked at our guest list. We looked through the rankings. We need someone that's close to top 10. So we brought in my brother. From the same mother.
My brother from another mother.
What up?
At Real Sports, the Casanova.
What's up?
No chain tonight, though.
No Casanova chain tonight. That's
Still
a long
Casanova.
story.
That's Mortal Podcast days. We're moving forward. You got the three of us. Our goal with doing this podcast is have fun like we always do.
Yes.
Give you our take from three people well within the comic book.
I want to know.
Yes.
Chuck, why did we bring you in?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question. But
should we brought you in? What were you bringing into the show?
Yes. Well, one of the things important, or the only thing that's important in is comic books when it comes to this podcast.
Fact.
And I am balls deep into this hobby. I love DC. My favorite is Batman. I got a couple Batman tattoos. I read everything Batman. I love DC. Some Marvel. I've gotten into a little bit of Marvel now.
You got to, bro.
I've been reading that new ASM. I love collecting.
Yes, you do. Fact.
I love collecting.
You got the CGC account.
I have a CGC account. Books that I like to read. I have Rick and Morty. I read that. I got that going.
That's Omnipress, right?
That's Omnipress. That's probably the biggest Omni book. I just finished collecting all of them.
So you have the whole run?
I have the whole run.
Congrats.
I got number 4. I picked up number 4, and I just recently won Rick and Morty number 1 issue, number 196 off eBay, so I got that coming. So
you're a slab guy.
I'm a slab guy. I love Neil Adams. My favorite artist is Frank Miller.
Which we'll get to later.
We'll get to You'll hear all about Frank as we go on.
And then for anyone who doesn't know you and may have listened to us and maybe not so much you.
Yeah.
Background, he's a Mike guy, Casanova, DC. He's ready to roll with us.
Yeah, back in the day. I used to produce rap music back in the day.
So he's seasoned. So here.
I did that. Yeah, I had my own sports podcast. That kind of fizzled out. I'm here, ready to rock and roll.
Rebirth.
And we're going to have a lot of fun. And if you want to know about comics, this is going to be the place to come.
Absolutely. At least our opinion. And maybe maybe you get a few fucking Easter eggs or a little, ooh, you get this before anyone else does. We might be able to do that for you.
Who knows?
I hope so.
So, and I'm like you all know, I'm a Marvel guy, total Marvel guy through and through.
You are definitely through and through Marvel.
I just went through and I organized all my shit. Bro, one box, long box is like DC.
Yes.
The rest is Marvel and Indie. It's like 1.5 short boxes. So like three quarters a long box would be Indie.
So you love the Indie, huh?
And no.
Well, it's Colin Bunn.
It's like,
Colin Bunn is half a short box right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But all right, so
and he's a writer, if anyone doesn't know that.
So I got three shorts, 3 longs, 4 shorts.
Do you have any Bunn favorites? Like you're
That's
on a
another
desert
episode.
island, bro, and you get 2 books. What 2 books do you
Ooh,
want?
I don't know if Bunn would be on there.
What,
2 books?
Yes.
2 bucks.
2 books.
Bunn's not on there, bro. I'm sorry.
It's not on there, huh?
It just can't be, though. Great as Dark Arc is right now. Dark Arc was such a great fucking little short.
Well,
We can't go there. I'm a Marvel guy. Deadpool, fucking ASM. But like I said, so I'm looking at these boxes, and 1 long box is Batman, Superman. 3 long boxes is Marvel. 2 short boxes is Marvel, and there's 2 indies. So I'm a Marvel guy.
most of your Batman's like Capullo.
Eternal, I have more Eternal actually.
So Snyder.
Yeah, I have a lot of Snyder.
So almost every DC book you have has Snyder.
Yeah,
I would say 40% of my DC books minimum has Snyder on them.
That's a lot of DC books.
It's a lot of Snyder. From which one though? I mean,
just overall, or some of your favorite
Bunn.
artists. Do you have any favorite artists?
Colin Bunn is great.
Well, he's a
artist.
artist.
I will tell you, my dark horse artist, which I never see shit from.
Yeah,
And I think he's one of the best. Trad Moore.
What has he done?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why I said dark horse. Like, he is so under the radar. He started the first 6 issues of the all new Ghost Rider Marvel now a couple years ago. Bro, Trad Moore is sick as fuck.
Very cool.
But not as good as Mafood.
But bro, you didn't. No one you guys have mentioned the greatest writer of all time.
The greatest writer. Let's
Garth
see here.
Ennis.
Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby.
I said Frank
Scott-
Miller, didn't I? I said the greatest writer.
I said Scott Snyder, right?
yeah, I think so.
All right, I was just making sure. I thought we covered this, but
The best indie comic. Rick and Morty?
That's hard to do. An indie writer that I like.
I already know.
Garth Ennis. All right. The greatest writer of all time.
Who is this guy?
just
Was he
sit
bagging
back.
my groceries?
Just sit back, bro.
Okay.
Nah.
No, just sit back. Just listen.
You might know him as the premier writer on Aftershock right now. All right.
Who?
Garth Ennis. All right. So, he's from Preacher. All right.
Yes.
I think the run came from 96 to like 2000.
How good is the comic represented in the TV show?
It's the first whole season
Yeah.
is like pretty much like a prequel to
the
issue
comic.
1.
Okay.
Pretty much. There's some stuff that they
Why
took.
do you think they did it like that?
I'm not sure. Well, it's pretty much the first issue. They're in the car on the road trip. It's a huge road trip story.
Okay.
And maybe it's hard to start a show where, boom, you're hitting the road right away. I don't know. I thought it would have been fine to start, but they didn't. And so the last episode of season 1, they're in the car driving off. So you're like, okay, so season 1's starting. Like from episode 1.
Yeah.
Now, it's super toned down.
Yeah, because it's very violent.
Very violent and super Garth Ennis. So he talks. There's a lot of sexualized stuff.
Yeah.
There's lots of.
That's an understatement, by the way. I just want to let you know.
Garth Ennis is over the top.
Yeah.
He's a good representative of the Mortal Podcast,
Yeah.
like the last 150.
Fact.
What other books do you read? What's your poll looking like? Like what books?
I'm all over the place, man. My
Yeah.
poll. Like ND, DC. I don't care the brand. I
So-
care more about just what I like.
So I'd probably say Tony's more Marvel. I'm more
100%.
DC, and you're probably going to be more like the Reason on this show.
Reason is used loosely, by the way. All right.
Okay.
All right. So very loosely on the reason
I'm a reasonable
part.
guy.
You're a reasonable guy.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you have reason.
Bro, I got it.
Allegedly.
That's fine.
I don't endorse that fucking that comment though.
Okay.
But the indie books are...
So there you have it. That's us three in a nutshell. If you haven't listened before, and we're gonna move on, and we're not gonna talk or even recognize the previous 150 episodes because this is Moto Rebirth.
If you want it, it's there. But
if you want it, get it.
yeah,
Fact. So this is us. I'm Tony Ballgame. We got Big R over here,
yeah.
and we got the Casanova over here as well. So these are the three voices of reason you're going to hear on a week
Slinging slabs.
to bi-weekly basis, and I hope you guys enjoy. So without further ado, let's get episode 1, Rebirth, started right.
Brilliant.
There's only one way to start it right now because we want to talk about the biggest stuff that's going on when it comes to comics. What's the biggest thing right now?
You know what's not the biggest thing?
What?
DC. So, continue.
If we're talking comics, it's DC. If we're talking...
No, we're talking about the universe of comics. It's fucking all about... Marvel
still sells DC, but that's not...
Really?
Here nor there.
It does.
I did not know that.
So, we're talking Infinity Wars.
Woo!
We got the Gauntlet.
Break it down.
We got Thanos. We have 76. We have tons of rumors out there. The Eternals showing up.
Is the Silver... I don't know. The Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer showing up. The Russos just came out and they're saying, no, we don't own that, but it would be a cool idea if we did. But like,
he's in the 6-issue run.
Yes.
Of it.
And under Metacritics on the site, they had a list of cast members, and they had someone, I forget his name at this time, as Silver Surfer was casted. And then that guy who's been given weird things on Twitter about Silver Surfer things. So I don't know if he's going to be in it. I don't expect him to. Great rumor.
I have the better rumor, though. When rumors came out about Hugh Jackman being on the reshoots,
they were talking about Hugh Jackman on the reshoot.
I would take that all day over Silver Surfer.
I think that was Avengers 4 reshoots.
Whatever. You talk about reshoots.
But the Hugh Jackman was in talks.
How is Hugh Jackman going to be in the next Infinity and not this one? That's my question.
I don't know. We don't know anything about
There's
this
no
one.
way. He's not in this one and in the next one.
Well, he's not in the book.
He's not in the comic book.
So the book, Chuck, you know what's up. What's going on with the books?
Okay. Now, everyone, this has been like, this movie is a correlation of basically the Easter eggs that have been set up for 10 years.
Yes.
Throughout all of these movies. Basically, it's based upon an arc called the Infinity Gauntlet, which came out around 91. And it was
fucking great.
It was a Marvel book, you know. They got lucky. They got lucky.
Lucky! Woo! I'm going to leave that alone.
And no, it's good. It's really written. It's written.
I got the trade upstairs. You want to read it real quick, bro? I got the trade upstairs. Real quick.
And surprisingly, the book's not expensive. You can get a 9.8 for like $1.30.
You know why? It came out in the 90s.
Yeah,
they made 1 million issues of everything in the 90s.
Yeah, so it's not that bar. It's written by Jim Starlin, penciled by George Perez, Ron Lim. A little known fact is that the first few issues were by Perez. The first 4 issues, and then Lin stepped in after that. So that's always a cool fact. If you were looking to get. If you look over at the credits of who did the books, Jim Lin's always like, oh, he's so. But Perez is hardly ever mentioned.
Yes,
it seems like it. So.
Well, Starlin's mentioned because who created Thanos?
Jim Starlin.
An issue?
Yes, he's having big issues. Yeah,
you know
what issues? The Thanos?
Come on, do you guys know?
Of Thanos?
Yeah. Do you know the first appearance? I know it. I have a slab.
I just saw it yesterday.
It's only a 4.0, but I
just saw it yesterday.
Is that an Iron Man 55?
It's an Iron Man 55.
Nice call. Nice call.
From the corner for 3.
Who else was the first appearance in that book?
Everyone and their mom
Drax.
in that book. Yeah.
The first Star Fox, not to get confused with Star Fox
Yeah.
64 on Nintendo.
There's like 10 appearances. My first appearance might be in that book. Right? There's so many.
So
55
anyway,
for you, bro?
55.
all right, back to
So
Infinity War.
that's what's going on with the book. Jim Starlin, like we said, created the character. And then currently, what's hilarious is like Jim Starlin hates Marvel Comics.
Yes.
Like passionately.
Yes.
Like
Fact.
And Marvel, they kind of have a bad history of treating people
Bro,
badly.
Marvel did people dirty.
They do dirt. That's the whole reason why, going back to the 60s of Kirby, why he left X-Men.
In the quick story of the Steranko,
Yeah.
when we were talking to him, he was like, yeah, when you walk in the building, on the wall it says,
Hall of Ideas?
yeah, Hall of Ideas.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's the biggest fucking joke I've ever heard.
Yes.
He's like, what you do what you're told to do, and that's how it goes.
That's another thing. You ever get to meet Steranko? Go.
and he'll tell
All
you
right?
that story.
He is worth the stories. Even if you're not slabbing anything, go meet Steranko.
But that's what he was dogging it back in the 60s, how they treated people. So,
He's left because of it.
Well, everyone's left because of it.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Roy
how
Thomas didn't have anything bad to say, though.
Image started because of how
Everyone
bad
bounced on
people.
Marvel.
Capullo
You know?
was on X-Force. He bounced.
Yeah.
Like it's...
Yeah. McFarlane left. Jim Lee left.
Everyone
Everyone
left, bro. They blew out.
Yeah.
They blew out so quick.
But the reason why Starling left is he was writing like another book at the same time, which happens in comics all the time. You know, we got regular Batman going on, and you got
Talk
Sean
to my
Murphy
boy Bun.
writing White Knight, you know? And they were, the Thanos story that he's writing now is rather close to the one they're putting out. And Starling's like, we have time to change this to fix it so that we both have different stuff. And they didn't lift a finger.
No.
You're talking this guy is a living legend, man. You give this guy respect. So he said, fuck it, I'm deuces. And he says it's so repart. He doesn't think he's ever going to work with Marvel again, which is crazy because for the last 45 years he's going on and off. But he's at the point now, he's like, I'm done.
That's like if Claremont said, I'm never working for Marvel again.
Which he barely works for Marvel.
But he's still there,
He's
though,
got a
bro.
one-shot coming out.
I heard...
See? I'm all over that bitch.
I heard
Yeah.
they pay him not to write for other people. That's what.
That's crazy.
That's what he's doing.
Is it what's in the wedding? Is it Colossus and I don't know who he's marrying.
It's usually Jean Grey. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Colossus. That's one thing. We're talking about a hole in my game. We're going to talk about Marvel. All right.
What do you want to know about Marvel, bro?
Oh, I know. I know.
What books you
know
got?
about Marvel.
What Marvel's in your pool right now?
What Marvels are in my poll? ASM.
Woo! Solid.
ASM.
Are you gonna bounce on ASM when slots off?
Up to 801. Probably after 801 because that's his last book.
What was the first slot book in this run you had?
789.
I got you beat.
Oh, you probably do. What's your first one?
My first one
Yeah.
was the Marvel Now issue 1 reboot with the Inhumans preview in the back.
Yeah.
Slabbed and signed by the whole creative team with Stan Lee and Slott and Ramos.
That's pretty sweet.
All right.
That was my first. That's the first one I had.
Is there a lot of Marvel in your poll, Ryan?
It's just whatever. I guess sometimes yes, sometimes a lot.
Well, how many of the X-Men books do you have on poll? Do you have all the gold, the blue?
No, I had the bounce, dude. There was too
Yeah.
many.
There's too many.
Are you
There's too
hyped
many,
for
Bro, the
talking about-
ASM run though, I got over 100.
Are we talking Infinity Wars here, or are we just talking about polls?
How'd you get me on Marvel, bro?
I was just getting asked. So
All right, so you got ASM in your poll.
Yes.
I got ASM in my poll. I got a bunch of other Marvel. But back to Infinity. We talked about Starlin.
so it sounds like he's in the credits and stuff because he created the damn character. So it's a shame what happens.
Yeah, they just treat people like crap.
But so that's where that comes from. If anyone, Infinity, and then the Stones.
Yeah.
We'll get into the Stones.
Get back to the stones.
Yeah, you want to talk about Stones?
No, there's 5 stones. Obviously, we've seen in the preview, which could be some CG stuff that they're pulling to trick us. Because when you see the one in the preview, they showed the one him ripping out of Vision. He goes boop and puts it in the gauntlet. He's
Yes.
only got 2. Well, they filmed stuff from like Thor Ragnarok and stuff.
Yeah.
And with the eye patch for CG, like remember when he's in the ship?
Yeah.
Like there was footage they showed at a Comic-Con of for that,
Yeah.
and he had both eyes.
Interesting.
So people wouldn't spoil that he got his eye like jagged.
I did see that.
So we'll see what's going to happen, man. I think there's so much stuff that's going to happen in this movie that we have no idea. Like,
It's almost going to be a reboot after this because I feel like a lot of characters are going to get chopped.
but I don't know how many or what, because we don't know what's going to happen in 4. Like, is Thanos going to be in 4? I don't know. This whole thing could end.
I also heard a rumor there's going to be a Thanos movie,
Which I'm not surprised.
which will explain his story more. That's what they're saying.
Which I'm down for that. So I don't know if some people think he's not even going to be in part 4. This is just a Thanos movie.
So this movie's where all the stones are going to come together that we've been seeing for like 10 years.
Which we don't even know where the last one is yet.
No.
Still don't know where the last one is. The Soul Stone. Everyone thought it was going to be in Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's not
Which
Black
Panther.
Which I was expecting a stone.
Yeah, I was too.
Black Panther was good. It's not like as I can't believe.
Bro,
How much
don't
money it
even.
made.
Don't
I can't believe it's just another movie to me. I can't believe how big it's been.
Dude, it's huge.
Bro.
It was good, but it wasn't that
It was good, but oh my god, it's like the third highest selling movie
Of
like
all time.
ever, like of all time. Do you think it was that good?
It was really good. It was great. It was a great movie.
It was great, but I just to
It's
me
not even
it
in
was
my
just
top 10 of Marvel movies.
It wasn't Winter
Bro,
War.
Black
it wasn't Winter
Panther
Soldier.
easily cracks top 10.
I disagree, but everyone's got their own opinion. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Fact.
yeah.
I don't think it does. Boring.
You
I
think
thought.
you think they're going to do what DC did with AOL, where they added more Wonder Woman in there because remember the movie was so big. They're like, oh, we have to put more Wonder Woman in there.
Which you do.
You think they'll put more
No.
Black Panther in this movie?
I don't think so.
No, it's nothing like that.
Just
I don't
wondering.
think so because Wakanda already plays a part, but
Yeah.
there's so much stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are they the last stone has to be in Wakanda somewhere, right? Because why else
I
are they in
agree.
Wakanda?
Yeah,
So-
it,
so
makes
this
has
sense.
to be.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So this is where we're at for the stones. All right, and I think this is a good lead up to it being in Wakanda. So we have the Tesseract stone,
Yeah, which we've seen. We know,
Yeah,
we know how he gets that.
Loki.
Well,
all
he
right.
stole that of Ragnarok.
Then we have the Mind Stone, which is
Vision.
in Vision. Correct. Then we have the Reality Stone, which Guardians Collector has.
Yes.
Then we have the Power Stone, which again Guardians Novacore has.
Yep.
Then we have the Time Stone, which hasn't been literally spelled out for you as saying this is the Time Stone, but we all know where the Time Stone is. Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Fact.
Yeah, Doctor
All right?
Strange has it.
I think Doctor Strange is going to play a big part in this movie.
He's got a Time Stone. He should.
Yeah.
And that's what the
Or, stone.
that's why he's getting tortured in the preview,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the Soul Stone,
which is we don't know.
which is unknown.
which has to be in Wakanda.
And it has to be in
It
Wakanda.
has to be Wakanda.
Come on, the
There's no way
Soul
it's
Stone,
not.
bro. Come on.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes
Come
sense.
on, really?
That
Is it
funny.
purple?
Is it
But it makes sense. It needs to be there.
All right, so asking questions about the movie. I want to get your guys' opinions. All right.
right.
What do you think? Okay, the setup was in Spider-Man. All right. Oh, I'm moving out of we're moving out of the Avengers Tower.
Yes.
It's one of two. Is it going to be Oscorp or is it going to be Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
Would you go Fantastic Four? What do you think, Chuck?
Because of the movie deals.
If it goes through, if it has or has not, we don't know yet.
I'm just saying
Allegedly, may or may
because of the movie deals.
It might be Oz because it's already set up. Like they already got the stuff worked out with Sony.
not. I don't know, but Sam, what do you think?
That's
I think
a
that-
big.
I think it goes that way.
You think it goes that
Oscorp,
way?
Yeah.
But
I think it goes Fantastic Four also.
if it goes
It could go Oscorp.
if it goes Oscorp, that's huge because you're really making another fucking universe just based on that
Yeah.
decision with what they're doing,
Well-
where you're going to be continuing that for another. That's like another 10-year cycle.
But also, so what's the first movie after Avengers 4?
I don't even
Spider-Man 2.
know. Is it really?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the first movie after Avengers 4.
So I
So
I
that's
could
the
see,
idea.
it could happen, but I really
You
feel
go
like
with that.
it's going to be a Fantastic Four.
That's funny. Has anybody seen? It's funny. Last week, There was like this thing going on Facebook about the Avengers that if the movie was made like 20 years ago, it'd be longer than that now, isn't it?
Well, the characters, but one more question.
Yeah.
Who dies or who doesn't die in Avengers 3?
Who do you think?
Who
In 3, not 4, 3.
in 3? Who dies?
I think Iron Man dies.
Iron Man.
Captain America dies.
Iron Man.
Thor dies. And God,
I think
the guy's
it's
name
one.
with the stone right here.
Vision.
Oh,
Vision
yeah,
dies.
That's kind of obvious.
Vision
because-
dies.
Yeah.
Preview.
I got 2.
Vision dies. Iron Man dies. Thor dies.
Bro, you're
Captain
fucking
America dies.
you're on the fucking line just
in the
hacking
book-
them off.
In the book, everyone dies.
Yeah.
Like everyone dies. There's no one that survives it.
I think
So those are my. Well, they need to start cutting budget, bro. All right, they need to start cutting salary. So
I think you're along the same lines. I think this movie is going to be Iron Man and Vision, and then in the next one, your other 2 are.
I say Cap dies. You think Iron Man dies.
is that your
The
boy?
suit.
Is Cap your boy?
But Pepper Potts is in the suit.
Who would bother you if they
And
die?
You
And
think,
Bruce Banner's in the Hulkbuster. I'm calling it right now.
you don't think Cap's making it to 4 to the
No.
I don't think so either. No way.
Really?
No
He's
way.
always talking about, he's the guy that, lays his body out for the bridge or
Bro,
like,
I'm telling you have to get that motherfucker in another movie with the beard.
I'm just
bro.
saying my opinion, bro.
Who
Chris
would hurt
Evans-
you the most to see go? Would it be
Captain
Cap?
America.
Would it be Cap?
I
Yeah.
feel like- come on.
Iron Man number 2. But they've been setting Iron Man up to like die the whole time.
Bro, you just know he needs to go. So
So if it was in the 90s,
Back to that. Yeah, in the 90s.
this is what I love. This is more our wheelhouse with the times. We're
let's look at Captain
Look,
America.
we don't have to hit everyone. Just hit some of the highlights.
So Captain
I would
America,
say.
Brad Pitt.
Who would play Captain America?
I am fine with Brad Pitt as Captain
Yeah, that's
America.
that's one
Yeah, that
hundo.
would work. That would work.
All right, we go to Winter Soldier with John Stamos.
He was never big enough. was he?
That's whack.
I disagree.
I like John Stamos, but
How about Mickey Rourke?
Well, early
90s,
early. Before
could
the
see
juice.
Bro.
Rourke before the juice is
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. Perfect.
Yes.
Eddie
Mickey
Murphy
Rourke.
is Falcon. No.
Perfect.
Whatever. David Allen Greer, maybe. Like, what kind of budget are we talking, bro?
Dude, how
Like,
about
are all these crazy budgets?
are we putting Martin Lawrence in as Falcon?
That would
Ooh.
work. That would work.
No, we hold on. No, because
Will Smith?
As Falcon,
Martin
it would
Lawrence has
work.
to be like has to be
Iron Man.
Sweet Christmas. Martin Lawrence, Luke Cage, bro.
But he
Luke
looks-
Cage would be Martin Lawrence. So we got to hold him. So I'm fine with Falcon,
Luke
Eddie
Cage,
Murphy,
Martin Lawrence. He's not
Fuck
big
yeah.
enough.
bro.
He's not
No.
big enough, man.
I agree.
But he can talk so much shit.
But he could.
Debo should be Luke Cage, you know? All right.
That would be a hot casting.
All right, so Falcon, Eddie Murphy. Then they go Alicia Silverstone, Scarlet Witch.
Works, whatever.
It works.
Hawkeye, it works.
Christian Slater is Hawkeye.
It works.
It works. Ant-Man,
Ant-Man-
Broderick.
No way.
No.
Ferris Bueller cannot be Ant-Man, bro.
I agree.
I go the guy who played the Mummy, Brandon Fraser.
Brandon Fraser is Ant-Man.
Brandon Fraser's Ant-Man.
Perfect.
How about Martin Short? Or is that still too early, too late?
It's too late.
Too late. And now my personal favorite. All right, I think they could have nailed this.
Yeah.
Might have been better than Robert Downey.
Yeah.
Is if you went Tom Cruise, Iron Man. Whoo!
He was gonna play Iron Man.
He
Was
is
he?
Do you know why
ready.
he didn't?
He is ready to have a
I
good
have no
time.
idea.
Like his people were saying, well, how is he gonna be Iron Man with he's got a mask on? Like Tom is not gonna wear a mask.
Because
Seriously, he
cover it
wouldn't
up.
be. He was gonna be Iron
Wow.
Man because he didn't want to wear a
Wow.
mask. But if you wanted to go, if you're not against it, which I would have been fine, Will Smith would have been a great fucking Iron Man. Also,
Fact.
Yeah, he would have.
Well, he'd be a
It's a
great-
charismatic role.
Yeah,
it's
right?
more charismatic.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he'd be sick.
Will Smith as Iron Man
He'd be
would be
sick as
hot.
fuck.
Yeah, I could see that.
He'd be. I'm going up there to whip thing. That was that. It's like ET, you know, like from.
Yeah, something pops off. He doesn't have the suit on. He goes, "Oh hell no!"
Looking at a lot of these, I go, God, we had a lot of bad actors in the 90s, man.
Keanu Reeves as Doctor Strange is sick.
Perfect. Denzel as Black Panther. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Mila
Wesley
as
Snipes.
Black Widow.
Wesley Snipes would have been good as Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black Widow. Mila Jovovich.
Yeah.
Perfect. War Machine. Cuba. Eh,
Do you like Drago as Thor?
yes.
Dolph
No.
Lundgren?
Yes.
Who else
No.
would you have made it? Stallone?
No.
Who would be Thor, bro, back then? You know what?
Dolph.
Brad
bro, I'm
Pitt
telling
would have
you.
been a good Thor, man.
Yeah, he would have been a good Thor.
But he's playing Cap.
Well, they're in separate movies.
Who would have been a good Thor? I don't even.
I think you could have went with him. You could have went.
Sylvester?
Is a Stallone still old in the 90s for that?
I
If
mean,
we
we're
could
talking
go-
Dolph.
Well, if we go like 1990.
Where's
Not late 90s, 1990. How about
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan as Thor?
Stop it.
1990. 1990.
Stop it. Who does Seagal play in the 90s?
Dr.
Xavier.
Xavier?
It's not Avengers.
No. I don't even know, man.
Who did you ask again?
Who would Steven Seagal play? Any of these people?
Doctor Strange, if Keanu didn't.
Thanos is Ron Perlman, I guess.
pass.
Hogan could have been Thanos, bro.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser, Star-Lord.
That's solid too.
Who did we have him? We had him as
See, no,
Ant-Man.
Whitman-
We had him
no,
as
see,
Ant-Man. Star-Lord, that might be a better one.
Dude, Halle Berry's Gamora is whack. Because seeing how she attacks superheroes and Catwoman, I'm out.
I'm fine with Halle Berry as Gamora.
I'm not.
Demi Moore as Nebula. And the rest of Pesci as
Stallone
Rocket.
is Drax.
Stallone's Drax would be sick.
Or, it's Stallone as Arnold.
That's Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he's a big muscle guy that speaks
Yeah.
with an accent.
And then Mantis, Winona Ryder, perfect.
It works.
It works.
You'd have to think more about, but it works. It works.
But yeah, there's a couple. Come on, David Duchovny as Hulk.
Well, Bruce Banner, not
Yeah, he'd make it work though. You know, Duchovny would make it work.
He's got to be a better guy. Like, how about like Edward? Oh, there, here he did it.
Sick burn. And then
Keanu's Doctor Strange works good.
Keith David is Nick Fury. I do have an issue with that.
Mila as Black Widow is solid.
Perfect casting.
I agree with that.
But Keith David is Nick Fury. I'm not sold on.
I even like Wesley Snipes over Nick Fury. You know?
Ooh,
I agree
Wesley is
with that.
Nick Fury.
Or Black Panther. Wesley could do Black Panther too.
Yeah.
But he can't do Black Panther better than Denzel.
90s Denzel. Like now Denzel. Like
Bro,
Equalizer is sick as like he pulls off the action.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Denzel is firmly in Black Panther. But I would definitely go Wesley as Nick Fury. Coming in with that jacket and the patch, bro. You've seen it. You've seen the jacket. Just imagine it with the patch.
So everyone go out, make sure you see it. We will be doing a reaction video.
When are you guys seeing it?
We're seeing it Thursday.
If you want the instant reaction,
Check us out on IG.
yeah, we'll be on the Mobile Podcast IG for instant reactions, talking how good our shit is.
So you guys are seeing it Thursday.
Yes.
100.
I
Yes.
still have not bought a ticket.
You could probably sit in the back.
No,
the
it's sold
corner.
out. Or you can talk to Stace.
Everything's sold out.
Or you can talk to Stace and possibly get her ticket.
What?
Oh, I
What?
Just joking, but
There's a ticket on the market?
no, there's not. But she's
There might be
going.
maybe a little juice on it.
You know,
Opening night, how much juice?
Dude, it's already $16 face ticket.
You're at least a 20 spot. At least.
Minimum.
That's fine.
Because you want to pay for popcorn out of that juice. Fact.
Yeah, you need. I don't know. You need to go see it somewhere though.
That's
agree.
awesome.
All right, well, we'll get there next issue with the Infinity Wars recap. Maybe I seen it. Maybe I didn't.
More likely didn't.
More than likely didn't.
You got to though.
So then we're going to move on.
Well, I think we've had enough Marvel talk today.
Are you sure?
I'm already fucking wore out on it. All right.
I can keep going.
Way too much. All right. We got like 2 minutes deep and I was done. But no, I'm joking. So coming up here, we got the hot book that dropped this week. Action Comic 1000.
1,000. The first comic to ever hit 1,000.
This is
It's crazy.
the book that started it all. Action Comic #1 dropped. Do you even know when it dropped?
In
35.
June 1938.
38. Wow.
38. It dropped. Most expensive comic ever is Action Comic #1.
Still not as old as Stan Lee though.
It's
I think he's from
no.
1935.
Yeah, it's still not as old as Stan Lee. The most expensive book is this one. A CGC 9.0 sold for $3.2 million.
Woo!
Wow.
Let me find that bitch at a
9.
garage sale. All right,
A 9. A 9.
Do you know how ridiculous it is to find 9 for books that's old?
1938. A 9.
Initial cost 10 cents.
How are those corners?
That's a long investment right there.
See, what happened was when people start seeing books like this, like in the early '90s, they started. That's what started. Let me buy up X-Men #1, and there was like 3 million copies sold of it or whatever. So
Yep.
that's. But what makes the books so rare is there's only so many of them. You know, I don't even know what the highest graded book. It might not be the highest graded. It's
Probably
gotta be.
not.
Yeah, the highest graded one. Who knows? That's probably
Does it say how many were printed?
of Action Comic #1?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Just for that time period. You know, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, you have to look that up. It's crazy, but
Man, just if we had some.
Imagine if someone could do that.
that's what Superman. First appearance of Superman. It's pretty good. So, Action Comic 1000 dropped this week, and there are a ton of covers for this book. Okay, there is just through the retailer. You could buy 10 different ones for
Gosh,
each
dang.
decade to represent. Cover A. When I say cover A, I mean like the regular cover. If you're just walking to a store and
the
you
reader
buy it.
copy.
The reader copy. Is done by Jim Lee. It's okay. It's nothing special.
It's a Jim Lee cover.
It's a Jim Lee. You look at it and go,
Did you just say it's okay with a Jim Lee cover?
well, he's done way better covers.
Yes.
Way better.
It's just another Jim Lee cover. That's it.
All right.
That's
all
what it
right.
is.
All right.
It is.
Solid.
When you scroll through them, each one has been done in the decade.
But see how they threw that wear in there, bud? You think that's a bad corner? No.
No, yeah, it's kind of, they even
Love
threw
it.
the bad wares
Mine
in
is
there.
from the 2000. That's my favorite cover.
The 2000. Do you know who did that one?
Lee Bermazero.
Okay. This is my favorite cover.
That's a really good one.
This represents the
70s, I think.
the 70s.
Yeah. I
think
It's
so.
done by Steranko.
It's a great cover with the flag.
Which we mentioned earlier, too.
He's holding the flag. He's kind of squeezed. It's cool. Of my favorites, I don't know if you've seen all of them, because this is not just
Yeah,
the only cover. The Delato one,
of course.
I ordered the Virgin. It's on its way.
Ooh.
Okay. Another cover I love is not expensive, and I love it. The Tony Daniels did a cover for this.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
see
he
that one.
It's really good. It's not expensive either.
You thinking about getting one? You already
No,
how many deep are you right now?
I've got 11 covers to this
All right.
book. I'm tapped.
Damn, bro. I thought 10. I was feeling
And
good.
the Blizzard comes with a blank one too. The set.
blank.
Did you get the blank?
Oh yeah, I got the blank. And what a lot of people do, if you don't know out there, is what people do is they buy blank ones, and then they'll
There's
take
literally
them.
nothing on it.
There's like nothing.
But the,
It'll
but
be
the dressing.
The dressing. When I say the dressing, some people don't know. It'll have like it'll say the title. It'll have like the DC logo on it, but it'll be just it'll be white.
No art.
No art at all. So what people will do is you take them to an artist, and you can get like a commission. So they'll draw whatever you're looking to get done.
Highly recommend you CGC that.
Yeah, and you see to authenticate it. A lot of people don't like doing that. I think you should authenticate everything just because there's so many counterfeits out there. So
I like the authenticating too.
So-
it's like $30 for a slab.
Yes.
It's
It's worth
collector.
it.
It's
Yeah.
collector world.
Who I haven't even thought about it yet, but who would you like to hit on a book like this? I think Cho would be cool. Frank Cho. When
Frank
I say
If
Cho.
you
that.
get Frank Cho, you gotta get Lois on there too.
For sure. It's got to be Clark and Lois, bro.
It's gotta be Clark and Lois.
Oh, you need because of course Frank Cho is known for drawing the ladies quite
Well
voluptuously.
endowed.
Yes, well endowed.
like Greg Land.
Yes. A commission you got recently, I think Ken Lashley would be
Oh, he'd dynamite.
would be great
Rap-
on this.
rap
like
on
a
it,
rap
too.
cover.
Oh yeah.
But you got to watch out, bro. It's got a spine on it.
It's all right. They can bend. Oh, they do have spines on them
So just be
because it's
careful.
a thick book.
Be careful with that wrap.
Oh,
So a wrap
the
out thing's
slab,
happening.
You're getting a thick slab.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're getting a thick slab.
I don't
on
think you can
these.
wrap on that
No.
with the binding. And you're
Yeah,
not
you're
getting
right.
a 9/8, bro.
No,
I'll
no,
tell you
you're
Oh,
that.
yeah, for sure.
You get like a
Yeah.
9. You get a spine roll for sure.
No. And in the new book, there's a new character.
Yes.
And that's one thing right now.
But
There's
I
a
just
couple
want to
things-
say, who
Yes.
my blank.
Oh,
I
yeah.
already got it.
Who do you
I already
get?
got
Who
it.
you got?
We're gonna do a Mafood original,
Okay.
right?
What are you gonna? What character are you gonna ask for?
Bizarro.
Bizarro.
A Bizarro.
Mafood Bizarro.
You wouldn't ask for that new first appearance?
The reverse
Maybe?
Superman.
I would want.
You don't reverse Superman.
And it would be action.
Yeah.
And it would be Action Comics 0001.
Yeah.
It would be Bizarro.
That's a good idea. Have him draw it like right above the the 1000.
Whatever Mafood wants.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought.
And
Totally different, bro. No one thinks like, oh, I'm going to get the Bizarro on Action Comics 1000.
oh, that's a good.
There's
one.
some cameos in that book.
Yes.
Bizarro,
You
not
getting
one
that-
of them.
Not one of them.
Do you just want like what do you want? Full character? Do you want background? What do you think?
I want the food treatment.
Okay, so you
I
were
don't
gonna
have
get-
the artist and I don't
Yeah.
have the book. But what I would want
Yes.
is 100% crypto on the cover.
Thought about
I want a crypto.
Great call.
Crypto would be
Yes.
awesome.
That's
Crypto is Superman's dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't
Katie
know
Cook
that.
would be killer on it. She does
Yeah.
My Little Pony.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I thought about.
I don't know if
I
she
thought
would.
about
She'd
crypto.
probably it'd be really small because she draws really
Well, it would
small.
cost more. She does draw small, but because they're only $5 things for people.
When I met her at the con, I was joking to her about that because it was if you watch on Sci-Fi, they have a channel and they watch artists draw real quick, and they give them like these huge pieces of paper. So she draws like this real small. So she holds it up like and she uses like 5% of the paper, but it was pretty fun.
All right. Crypto. Jock would be so hot for a crypto.
was it like $500?
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
I love Jock. Man.
Yeah, but
Oh.
$500 on it,
Jock crypto
it would be.
could be.
But anyway,
And then back to this book. There's a
All
ton
that
of
ideas. I would.
there's
I
a
would love
ton
to have
of
any one of
there's
those.
a ton of writers in this book. Isn't
everyone. Yes, Scott Snyder. We're talking Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns makes an appearance back at it. Yeah.
The
which
guy,
is my favorite
and
side
then
story.
At the very end of this,
Yeah, it was really good.
the hot free agent that came to DC. DC just,
Brian
just
Michael
raping
Bendis.
Marvel for those writers. But so Mr. Bendis coming to Action Comics, and there's two things that are real hot right now in comics. All right, variant covers and first appearances. All right,
Fact.
all right,
Fire hot.
first appearance.
And trading teams.
Yeah. So the first appearance in this book is from a character.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
How would you say his name?
I am saying it's Rogol Czar.
Rogozar.
Rogol
And
Czar.
Jim Lee draws this. This book
Great.
is $8 retail. It's worth the last 4 pages, man. Jim Lee
It's great.
is amazing.
When
Amazing.
you hit those last pages,
Yes.
you're just like payoff.
Yes, totally.
Payoff.
Totally.
'Cause it's like a half-hour read.
Oh, easy. Oh yeah,
It's a half-hour
100%.
read.
100%. I was there deep.
Yeah, it's like a half-hour read. I
Took
swear.
a break. All right. I was like, man, I'm too much reading.
Like most of them was the hottest part about most of the stories are the cameos. Like I'm
Yes.
reading like the Jurgen's last page, hot.
Mm-hmm.
Then I forget who did the crypto makes an appearance in one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, a lot of these are like maybe some hot like random appearances in some of these.
The crypto is cool. You know what's cool in DC, the video game now? You can buy crypto and put them in your
Oh, can
in your base.
that's
Yeah,
hot.
he runs around and flies around and
that's awesome.
shoots ice and shit, destroys shit in your base.
So Bizarro doesn't make an appearance, like we said. But who does make an appearance?
a lot of people. Mitzelplick.
Mr. Mixoplex.
Oh
Mitzelplick
wow!
made an
He makes an appearance.
Wow!
But you tell me Bizarro don't make
Show
an
him the
appearance?
Jurgens. Just show him the Jurgens page. Jurgens is the first story.
Jesus.
But I just want to show him the Mixoplex.
Yeah.
Show him
very cool.
And I don't-
you want the cameo page.
Covers.
Yeah, it probably will be. Unbelievable.
Do they announce who's drawing it? Is Jim Lee doing it?
That's
I
where
don't even
DC. That's where DC was like, shit. Marvel's got a good idea with all the covers, and that's when they started doing the covers.
You know who I like to see draw it? Because he's done with White Knight. Sean Murphy.
know. He says he's doing more Batman when I talk to him.
Is he?
That's what
Okay.
he said.
I'll tell you. That
and he
guy,
put Chrono Bros.
if I make one, well, first you should read Mr. Miracle. All right. Second one should be read White Knight. White Knight is so good.
I have not read it.
The
Yes.
finale's coming up. That's the one issue left.
Yes.
I'll get the trade.
Yeah.
I'll get the trade.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say that's a wrap.
That's it
I'd
for
say that's
issue
gonna be it.
1.
Thank you for thank you. I just want to say thanks for including me on this next ride we got coming up.
The next ride.
Listeners,
Exactly.
I'm glad you're here. You might have walked into this a 9.0, but you're walking out pressed.
Pressed, hell yeah.
A CGC 9.8.
Impressed.
Thank you for listening.
Don't worry.
From
If you have
me.
any issues, talk to our boy Sam. He'll get it all
Sam from
pressed out.
CGC, if you're wondering.
Yes.
So I just want to thank everyone for continuing this ride. It's 150. We're changing it, setting the tone different. And that's what we're going to do the rest of the way. Mortal Podcast Rebirth. MortalPodcast.Discord. And that's a new thing. I meant to mention this. We have the Discord up. We took away the Patreon. We're there. MortalPodcast.com/Discord. All you have to type in, it's going to get you right to our Discord. You can come in, you can hang out, chat. We're trying to do news, everything. Just bring awareness to everyone that wants to hang out with us. So I hope it works out.
Nice
And check it
friendly
out.
environment.
Very friendly.
Well,
what do you got?
I got
Walk
issues.
off, bro.
I got issues.
Walk off.
All right,
Walk off. Make sure you listen to episode 2.
which is coming
Some
up.
Spider-Man
No,
and a
just let Big R walk off.
interview.
He's put
a great
150 plus.
artist.
He's put 150 plus in this. This is his time to shine. Walk
Bring
it
it.
off.
Well, I wasn't ready for the walk off, but I got this. All right, oh, guys, you be ready for this shit. 150 episodes, great. Nothing left to talk about. That's over. Moving on to this, I have a shit ton to talk about. All right, do not worry. This will not end soon. We will be talking tons of comics. I love it. I hope you guys love it. We got Chuck in here. We got another opinion. You guys can be hearing all the time. Hit me up on Hatfield05. I'm always active on Twitter. That's where you're going to find me, the most active on Twitter. And if you guys start hitting that Discord, I will be in there. So, Chuck, what's the Twitter at? What you got?
Hosner7 at Hosner7.
At Tony_Ballgame.
Again, I'm Hatfield05.
And that's our individual. But you're going to see cumulative effort on our Mortal Podcast social
Instagram.
media. Instagram, Facebook, all that. We're going to bring that, and we're going to have a third view. But make sure you follow us separate. We're changing the poll idea. We're not doing that as much. We're going to solely bring the pain.
Yeah, I'll try and put my poll just on my Twitter. If you're curious, want to know what's up, I'll throw some stuff, what's going on, what I think's good, because we're not really doing polls on the show too much.
But that's either here or there. Let's fucking stop
right.
boring them. Thanks
Yep.
again. This is
Sir.
Mortal Podcast Rebirth.
MortalPodcast.com.
Ryan, Chuck, Tony,
Keep it 9.8.
always. See?
Thanks for listening. For more information, visit mortalpodcast.com. Until next time, true believers, don't forget to bag and board.
4 or 5 moments, that's all it takes.